Hey, it's CVV, Chris Van Vliet, and you have to check out the fastest rising podcast in all of professional wrestling. I'm talking about the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. If you're looking for pay-per-view predictions, if you're looking for pay-per-view reviews, if you're looking for interviews, check out the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. Crash and Burn!
Hello there, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast, the fastest wrestling podcast in pro wrestling, where we're going to be having a look at this past Sunday's pay-per-view, WrestleMania Backlash, which was a pretty good show, despite the name of it.
Yeah.
But I can see why they named it WrestleMania Backlash, because it kind of lived up to its name. Anyways, the event took place at Tampa, Florida's Yuengling Center in the Thunderdome. Yeah, this match, this show only had 7 matches on the card. So let's bring everybody in with just one person. And the reason why it's only me and Omar here is because, the others are busy, but they should be back on tomorrow's episode or next week's predictions episode when we do AEW Double or Nothing. But anyways, Omar, come on in.
Hello, everyone around the world. It's your boy, Wrestling Omar 2.0. Welcome to the Crash and Burn Podcast. You're watching here WrestleMania Backlash review, which unfortunately is supposed to be Backlash, but it's WrestleMania Backlash. What a name like that. So welcome here to the Crash and Burn Podcast.
Yeah, man, so let's get to the card, starting with the kickoff. This was a last-minute addition. Sheamus defeating Ricochet. What do you think, bro?
Oh my god. I thought would Keith Lee come out, but unfortunately, Ricochet. I was like, oh no, he's gonna lose. And I was like, Sheamus got the first clean sweep. I thought it was a U.S. challenge to open, but it's a non-title match, fortunately.
Yeah. For this one, again, it was a last-minute addition, and it was kind of obvious that Sheamus was gonna win. It's sad that they're treating Ricochet like this, considering that he's such a good talent.
Yeah, now he's becoming a jobber with anyone else.
The one and only jobber.
Yeah, catering time.
Yep. But anyways, it was somewhat decent. But anyways, Lucas is not here, but he requested for me to read off his thoughts. He wrote down thoughts for this match. So this is Lucas's thoughts on the Sheamus Ricochet match. According to him, it was a decent match for a kickoff show, back and forth action. He figured that Sheamus was going to retain the title, but it's not a title match. That's Lucas. And then hopefully this leads to a rivalry between those two.
Yeah.
So that's the take from Lucas. And for me, it was just another pre-show match.
Yeah, that could be a spoiler for maybe for this Monday.
Yeah. Good point. We'll see. Anyways, moving on to the main card. Rhea Ripley defeated Asuka and Charlotte Flair in a triple threat match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. From Lucas's thoughts, it was a decent triple threat match, back and forth action according to him. He really thought Charlotte had it for a second because we know how they book her, but it's the right move to keep the title on Rhea. I can agree on it because Rhea Ripley deserves to have a longer, good title reign for the Raw Women's Championship. So I say it was a good triple threat match to start off the show. So Omar, go ahead.
I agree. It's decent. I knew that Rhea Ripley's gonna retain, and Charlotte complaining too much that why I did not make it to WrestleMania. She stole the spot. I know Asuka lost her 2 times WrestleMania moment since 2018. The WrestleMania 34, which is finally Asuka got broken streak by Charlotte. Streak got over, so I called it. Rhea Ripley's gonna win. There's no way that Charlotte complained too much she wanted her back title. We've seen her many times, so let Rhea Ripley to be champion.
Yeah. Anyways, the next match, Rey and Dominic Mysterio defeated Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode for the Smackdown Tag Team titles.
Finally, see? I called it. I called it too.
Yep. So for Lucas's thoughts, shout out to Lucas. He said that he's so happy Rey and Dominic won. He's been a big fan of Rey Mysterio for a long time, and to see him win the tag team titles with his son is awesome. He's got shows thinking about it. History was made, and this match shows that Rey still got it.
Yeah.
And for me, I agree with him. I'm so happy that they won. It was a well-deserved opportunity.
It is, honestly.
And then history is being made that the first ever father-son tag team champions.
It is. Never in entire life we have father son back in time. But now, look at this. Right now in 2021, since everything's going to be normally soon, we have Tours back that's coming July 16th, and we will see the people, the crowd in TV.
Yes. And
Father son.
announcement came out earlier today, at the time of recording, that WWE is going back on the road.
Yeah, first is Houston, Texas.
Yep. So they'll be traveling around the Houston area first.
Yeah.
And they'll go from there. But yeah, as I said, great match, a well-deserved opportunity. All right, Omar, go ahead.
Yeah, I called it they are going to win on Sunday, WrestleMania Backlash. I one time was somewhere else. I look at the main card, six basically. I flip. It's like I'm a fortune teller saying that who do you think what's gonna happen? And my thoughts like a little earlier it's gonna be a freaking attack, sort of, but I did not expect that. But now look, Ray couldn't do it himself. Dominic out of nowhere made it out. He was like, I'm getting out. I'm getting out. I don't care how I'm gonna get hurt, but I will do this. And there it is. He won it.
Mm-hmm. This next match, oh man. Damon Priest defeated The Miz in a lumberjack match, more like a zombie jack match.
Zombie. I was.
Here's Lucas's thoughts. What the hell is that? You have zombies in this match. Like, what's the point? Are we in The Walking Dead or something? And see the ending where the zombies ate The Miz?
Oh.
Ate The Miz? He's just like, what the hell? Awful match. I agree. What the hell was that? It could have been better.
Yeah.
I'd say, Damon Priest having the W, okay, I guess that's fine, but still, awful match. So that's all I'll say. Omar, what do you think of this zombie jack match?
I expect zombie when this
Same here.
commercial about Batista's gonna be on the movie called Army of the Dead and it's gonna be streaming on Netflix. Then apparently John Morrison goes to the backstage. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Zombies? Bet they're gonna involve in the lumberjack match. And they did out of nowhere. I thought Raw Superstar Mexi Chucks could be involved, so no one can go anywhere. Well, indeed, zombies got they're involved. And after that, they get complained that Batista's behind all this, and he wasn't at all. It was not him at all. He had no idea what happened. He had nothing to do with it. So he was disappointed when he saw on TV. Next day, he had to call everything.
Yeah. Alright, this next match. Bianca Belair defeated Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Finally.
The thoughts from Lucas? He said, to be honest, it was a bit disappointing. He expected a little bit more back and forth and to be one of the matches of the night, but to him, it was just a decent match. Nothing too special about it. And he will say, though, that the end surprised him. So I bet that they're going to talk about the rivalry. According to Lucas. Omar, how are you going next for this?
Well, Bayley, she just deserves to be shut her mouth because she is being the longest SmackDown Women's Champion for a long time, and we can't want to see her again like that anymore. We want a new rivalry, a new era, women's division like Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair deserved more to win the SmackDown Women's Champion ever since it was a WrestleMania going against Sasha Banks. So I love this match. And she deserved to be her mouth shut and stop laughing anymore. Carrying hair stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, Bayley is just annoying all the time. Like, ooh, like legit, bro. So I'd say like it was just another match that existed on this card. Like it was just a normal title match.
Yeah, she should have been released like the Iconics or
Not too
someone else. But now, she's lucky.
But I'll admit this: it's good that Bianca Belair had the win.
Yep. She dreamed it.
Yeah. Anyways, the next match. Woohoo! Bobby Lashley defeated Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre. Triple match for the WWE Championship.
Damn. This was on
Luke,
fire.
here's Lucas's thoughts. Lucas says, a great triple threat match. It was a hard-hitting and chaotic match, which he does like all these guys. Put a hell of a performance, and so props to them. Bobby just has 2019 deja vu where he went through like shit. There had really good spots in this match, and this is one of the matches that he recommends. Omar, go next for this.
Honestly, Bobby era continues. Like people says, we want. Some people said they want Braun Strowman to win this, but he's not ready for it. I understand he wins the Universal Champion. He wants to win the champion, the World Champion. But Drew McIntyre, we've seen many times. I said, I
Yeah,
think
he had his
like,
time.
yeah, we have to see what's gonna happen. But I kind of called it that Bobby Lashley will retain. I can imagine he got speared again from the July 1st, 2019 when this cage went all
Yes.
fireworks. That was
That episode of Raw. Well,
yeah,
it was a good show that night.
yeah. That was 1 week after 2 years ago when I went to the July 8th. 1 week after. Everyone was
Yeah.
like shocked what they did.
And so my take on this match, it was a great match. This and the SmackDown Tag Team Title match were two of my favorites of that night. So I'm gonna say great hard hitting match. Bobby having the win, well deserved. I
Yeah,
love Bobby Lashley so much on Raw.
yeah.
Anyways, now for the main event. Roman versus Cesaro
Oh,
for the Universal title match. Omar, help you start it off this time.
oh my God. I think all day, all week, I say, there is no way Cesaro is going to win that. He's going to lose. He can't beat Roman. He was willing to beat him. The only one to stop him. But yeah, ever since Jimmy Uso returned a week ago, and said, I got be replaced for him. And he wanted to go either him to join his cousin or go for himself because when he returned, he was feel so embarrassed for his other brothers doing and told him that he's nobody's bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now it was weird. How comes this the past Sunday he ain't come out and help him? Only Jey Uso. I said, where's Jimmy? Yo, I say there's something strange after this. After the WrestleMania Backlash, something smelly is gonna happen tonight's segment.
Yeah.
Like he got to do
For
something.
right. For Lucas, he said it was a war. That main event was. It had a predictable outcome. He'll be honest, both men did great in this match, especially Cesaro. He took Roman to the limit. Roman worked his ass off in this match.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I have to agree with him right here. It was a great match. I like how Cesaro's getting the push, but he'll get it when he's like 100% ready for this match. And Roman having the title, he's having a great reign so far as a tribal chief. Like right
agreed.
now, he's carrying SmackDown behind his back.
Yeah, and I believe like many people say he's like the new Brock Lesnar holding the title for years when he lost it back in the Mania 35 and Rollins winning. And I said this could be a feud of between Romans and Rollins for a Universal Championship.
Yes.
Money in the Bank is around the corner.
Yes,
Next
coming up in
2 weeks.
July.
Yeah, July. But first, it's got to be Hell in a Cell. They got to deal with it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hell in a Cell happening in June this year.
I said, why? It's not October. This is June moments for like Money in the Bank or Extreme Rules, but they had to move it until October.
Right. Anyways, now let's move on to the rankings.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll give this an 8. It was a predictable show. It had some good spots, great matches, but like not too special. Like it was a good, predictable show. I'll say that.
Yeah.
And then Lucas has an 8 as well for it to be a predictable show. Omar, how
Yeah.
about you?
I give it a 10 because it was a clean sweep on my predictions. I said I better not get one single out of or whatever. And look, nothing happened. I keep continuing my points. So I reached 7 out of 0.
Yeah. So let me see my final predictions for the show. Mine was a 5-1, so I
Oh,
had
wow.
a good amount.
Wow, that's great. I mean it, like, I'll imagine they put the horror extreme rules again, like during this pandemic on October. Because it's a Halloween season.
Right. I won't be surprised if they name it the horror show Extreme Rules again.
No, go back where it came from. Like chairs or candlesticks, ladders, tables, or either some other predicts of extreme rules. Garbage cans. That's an extreme right there.
Right.
Like that horror extreme rules was bad. I was like thumbs halfway.
Yeah.
It
Anyways, that
wasn't
was
live. It wasn't live some of the partner matches. It was some like tape.
right. Plus, it took place at the Performance Center too.
Right. That was a Money in the Bank. Two, and then that's it. They recorded that they were fighting at the Connecticut on the WWE.
Yeah, the headquarters.
Yeah, headquarters.
Like climbed the corporate ladder.
Yeah, I was like, all the way up there, they're gonna freak to death right there.
Right. Anyways, let's get to the outro then.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks everyone for watching this episode of the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast, where we had a look at WrestleMania Backlash. We hope you all enjoyed our review on this event, and the next time you'll see us is tomorrow's event, where we have a look at the 2017 Backlash event, and that event was when Jinder Mahal won the WWE Championship.
Oh man, we wouldn't
I think that was the start of his modern day Maharaji gimmick.
Yeah, the first Indian World Champion history in WWE.
Well, you gotta admit, he had a pretty good reign with it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're excited to have a look at that. And the next predictions episode is going to be AEW's upcoming pay-per-view, Double or Nothing. We'll stay tuned for that. And the next predictions in terms of WWE is Hell in a Cell coming up in June.
Don't forget the NXT Takeover in your house. It's in June 13th.
Yes, that's right. NXT Takeover in your house is coming too.
We're gonna be Solar Busy Week that month.
Yeah. So we have a bunch of great stuff coming up for you guys. And yeah, subscribe to Crash and Burn. Hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell so you won't miss an upload. And do the same thing for the Moshcast YouTube channel. Well, you can catch myself talking about some album reviews with some other people, like some from Crash and Burn and some that only are from the Moshcast. And yeah, that's it. And we'll see everybody next time. Omar, end this video off.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the world, thank you for watching the Crash and Burn podcast of the WWE WrestleMania Backlash review. All I want to say is to subscribe us here on YouTube. Be sure to follow everyone's social media's account, even their Instagram, and make sure to subscribe YouTube or be much cash.
All right. So I guess that's the end of this video. Everybody, take care. We'll see you tomorrow for the Backlash 2017 recap. So take care, everybody. Have a good one.
Right.
Bye.
Good night.
Crash and burn!